girl, she always used to hate when I go out, but she loved the results when I came in. Anyhow, I used to like to stay in on Sundays and watch the game. And I was, following protocol. And I was in all day Sunday. Ate a good meal. My mom was there. My girl was there. My baby was there. Everybody was there. It was a beautiful Sunday. Anyhow, being out there like I've been out there in my life, you always have your hand in the middle of the action, some kind of way. Even when you ain't out there, your name's still buzzing with the bumblebees and the waltzes and things like that. I get a knock at the door over at my mom's house. And to my surprise, it was a guy that my mom don't know. It's a guy that I know from the street that I had been warned by a good friend of mine to stay away from. He asked me for my gun. And I told him, no way. It ain't no way I'm gonna part with my gun. I don't know why you here to ask me for that. But he was like, man, it's something big going down. And if I get something, I'll give you somewhere. I said, what you mean something big going down? He said he heard a deal that was going down. It's a guy, he got 50 large and he needs some accommodation or finding some things or whatever. And it was gonna be an easy score. So I came back in the house and my girl, she was like, where you going? I was like, I'm finna go do something or whatever. So she was like, no, don't leave. You've been in the house all day, don't leave. So I was like, man, look, man, you know how you is. You don't want me to go nowhere. I'm finna go take care of something. I'll be right back. No, you don't know that guy like that. Where you going at? He ain't never came to see you or came over here. Mama don't know him or whatever. But anyhow, I went in the back room to look for the pistol grip and it wasn't there. And she moved it. She had moved it. And we got in a big scuffle about that because she would move things to try to keep me home. And, like I said, she didn't want me to go out, but she loved my results when I came in. So anyhow, after the scuffle, she finally told me where it was. She was crying and everything. I need to stay in the house. So I grabbed a sweatshirt with a hood on it. And I went outside with this guy and we went off marching. To his beat though, to his marching band, we went off marching. So when we got to where we was going at, I saw some people standing around, like the typical thing or whatever to be standing around. And he said, that's the truck right there. The guy, them driving, that's the truck. So when we walked by to get close enough, he was like, that's him sitting in the truck. And I think he got the money in the car, in the truck with him. So me being arrogant, always looking for something, don't know nothing, young, dumb, and full of calm, like the old folks used to tell us. We walked up to the passenger side of the truck, and he was parked like in the heart of the city. We walked up to the passenger side of the truck, and the guy who I'm with, he snatches the door. When he snatched the door open, I see the guy sitting there with a bag. So I come up with what I got in my hand. Big, you know what I mean? I got a nail in it, full all the way to the top. So I say, let me get that bag. And he was like, no, man, don't give you no bag, man. What you doing, man? He a Jamaican. So, you know how them rude boys are. They gonna be real rude. They gonna be rude to the end. So, I tried to snatch the bag and hold the fire at the same time. And that caused him to lean over a little bit. And when he leaned over, he kind of like grabbed a muzzle of the thing. And I fired. Pow! And when I fired, the guy that I'm with, he took off and ran. So now, when I fired, I thought maybe that would back the guy up. And that made him grab I guess he's fighting for, you know what I mean? He doing the best he can do to try to save himself. So again, the guy that I'm with, he done tore out. I fire again. Pow! It hit him again. So after it hit him again, some kind of way, the thing jammed. I tried to click, 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 but it jammed. So now he holding it, trying to lean back, and I'm trying to unjam the thing. I'm trying to unjam the thing, and while I'm unjamming the thing, he cranking up the car. And after I feel the thing unjam, I fire another round in the pow. And when he took off to drive off to turn around the corner going that way, I fired again and again and again and again out of frustration. So now I turn around, I calmly, cuff the fire in the sweatshirt that I got. I got the sweatshirt where you put your hand in the thing at, so it's kind of hot. So I'm holding it under the sweatshirt because it's a big joint I got right here. So I said, I don't need to take this home. So I veered off and went through, a few alleys that I was accustomed to taking the shortcuts or whatever, and I went and dumped it off to some family and told them to hold that. And I went to the house, and I stayed to the house for maybe about, I say 30 minutes to an hour. And after 30 minutes to an hour, I decided to come back out. So when I came back out, I seen ambulance, fire trucks, everything down the block or whatever. So I asked somebody that was coming towards me, hey, what happened? Say it'd been a big shooting down there or whatever. So I was like, wow. I said, they don't know who did it. Like, nah, we don't know who did it. So I turned back around and went back to the house. And 15 minutes later, the police came to my mama's house and they arrested me. They went in the back and got the green sweatshirt by me being a kid, not knowing that, when you fire a weapon, the gunpowder residue, which is called a blowback, it gonna get on you. So they got the actual sweatshirt I had. They searched my mom's house. They didn't actually find no, obviously they ain't find no firearm or whatever. I went in, and to my surprise, the guy that came to my house, that ran off, that I was warned to stay away from, he came in. But when he came in, they put him in the same cell, and how he was looking at me, it just didn't seem right. And not until my surprise, he went out and came back in after court, and he had made bond. But the further look into this thing, delving deep into it, this guy ended up being the guy to tell them that it was me. He came to my house, got me, and he was the one to tell the people after I got my motion to discovery. And I was warned before to stay away from this guy.